Some Twitch problems with bitrate, with consistency of bitrate. But now it finally excellent. Let's watch one video. And why only 100 viewers? Because this is the start of a stream. It's normal for starting.
Всем привет.
Hello. How many rolls you will make from single salmon? But this is for Russian. You didn't notice this before? Every start of the stream, viewers, ads.
This is the world's greatest wheelchair. Not only can it
Watch it 10,000 TikToks to answer this question. Which is best?
I already made a video
Okay,
watching
let's go,
500
which is
YouTube
best.
shorts. We came to the conclusion that YouTube shorts might not be all they're cracked up to be. It might be a little bit too brain rotty. Does that still apply with TikTok and Instagram Reels? As opposed to last time, where I scrolled through 500
all
shorts
sucks.
somewhat arbitrarily. This time, I'm only gonna go through 100, but I have to watch 100 all the way through. And my goal is to curate the best feed within 100 videos. So if I skip a video, it will
let's
not
watch
count.
100
And we're gonna see
TikToks on
if I'm
stream.
able to get the best feed on Instagram Reels, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts. We're basically testing the algorithm. Stop, I need to thank the sponsor of today's video, Zenless Zone Zero, which I'm now gonna call ZZZ.
But I don't
If you
think
guys
this is
know, this is a
possible.
new game by
Zenless Zero
Hoyoverse. And this
sponsor?
game- When the homie
What
needs you,
about
you're on
sponsoring
house
my
the most
stream?
100 dead bodies, so I hope that doesn't happen. Well, let's watch our first reel. When the homie needs you, but you're on house arrest. Right, no, I get it. Right? No, that's comical. That's comical.
How to watch so many TikToks without ban on Twitch?
I don't think it's a like for me. I don't like how loud that
Oh.
was. 5 seconds after driving down 27th in Indiana. Is this real? The second Instagram reel I get is a car getting shot up? The second one? I went to the comments. The second comment is must be hunting season for gayness. I don't think I want to read the comments on this website. Ah, fuck! Okay, no, I think it's parkour. I think it's parkour. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like
He
it.
thought this is not a parkour, but
That's actually kind of swag. I'm down for parkour. That was kind of swag. I fuck with that.
this guy was a big Twitch
No.
streamer.
I'm done.
Okay,
I'm done,
go.
man. I'm fucking done, bro. Holy shit.
I wish
I'm
you
skipping
luck.
this one. We're not going to count it. And again, the counter doesn't go up if we skip a video. It's only if we watch the video all the way through. My girlfriend, record me. I know how to drift. Fuck! I was trying to skip all car crashes. That's crazy. It's the 6th video on a new account. I just to prove it, I feel like people don't believe me. I made a brand new account. Eat shit in die 24.
He's still
I guess maybe
a
I should've
streamer
made
on
my name
Twitch or
something
not?
different. I don't know if there's some feature that reads names.
Let me check. He is still a YouTube streamer.
I just had
In
a
my
really
thoughts, he switched to Kick. I thought he switched to Kick. Or maybe YouTube. No, he is still a Twitch streamer. No, he's not. What? No, he is still a Twitch streamer. But when was his last stream? I don't know. No information about his last stream. I don't like it. TikToks, big head, and I open it Warsaw scam product. I think this is better. I cooked 2 years of finger food. Let's go to finger food. What is
On
finger
today's video,
food?
I am cooking 100 years of finger food. We're going to be rating them from 1
What
to
is
10
finger
so
food?
you know which one is best.
Finger food.
And we're starting off with this one.
What the heck is that?
That looks insane.
Welcome to the 1910s.
Finger foods are one of the most popular things every country has in common. It is a delicious food, we all love it, and some are so iconic that it defines their country. I can guarantee even cavemen had their own variation of finger food. In the 1910s, this was quite popular. And it all starts with this, chicken breast. Unlike nowadays where we deep fry chicken, in this decade to make this finger food we have to boil it. And make sure to
What
season
is
it really
finger-
good with salt and
finger
pepper.
food?
As once it's fully cooked,
This is
you
some
want to go
kind
ahead
of
and
street
shred the whole
food.
thing. Once that's done, you want to get
Oh,
a nice
walking
container
food.
oiled up. First, you add all of your chicken, followed by a good amount of carrots, peas, and to finish it off, you want to add some gelatin. The key here is to make sure that you add enough so that you cover the whole thing. Then after about 1 hour in the refrigerator, carefully try to remove your mold. It's going to be quite tricky, so for that, heat up the edges with a torch. And in
Finger
the end,
food,
you should be left with this.
it's a
Now you
food
tell me,
that
what do
you
think?
can eat
Does
with
it look
your
appetizing to
hands.
you? Is this finger food absolutely insane? Because I'm pretty sure other decades are
Stupid.
way better. However, I cannot wait to
Just-
taste history and see how this one stacks up.
And there we have it, guys. What do you think?
What the heck is that?
This is actually quite fancy. I'm excited. I'm really excited for this one.
Fancy.
And how to
obviously,
eat it
I made the
without
longest one. Usually it was tiny, just like these two for you guys. So I only made 2 little ones and 1 big one.
Plates.
Dig in. Let's go.
It feels disgusting.
Grab your
Fork
yeah,
and
he's always
knife.
served with a little plate.
Google, it's gross.
What do you mean, Leo? That looks amazing.
Maybe
It's a
tools.
work of
I
art.
don't know how to say.
Because this is not no Picasso.
Spoon and
This is-
fork
it's
with
cold,
one word
it's
on
slimy,
English.
it's-
Don't worry. As a matter of fact, Picasso is coming real soon. Enough talking. Let's give this a try. You ready? Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I think you guys are thrown off by the texture.
100%.
Wow, really? Is that bad?
I'm not a big fan.
I'm sorry, Google, that tastes horrible. It's like chicken jello. The flavor is on point.
The flavor is good. It's the texture thing.
It's definitely a texture thing.
I agree with you guys, but the next decade is a whole nother level.
In 1920s, taquitos were created. It was sold in a Mexican restaurant in California. Another finger food that became extremely popular in
Taquitos is
Japan
cool
was
food.
this, okonomiyaki. Some call it Japanese pancake. And surprisingly, it's not that hard to make. Everything starts off with a batter. Into a bowl, throw in all-purpose flour, followed by baking powder and dashi. Now you want to mix it well until you get a batter consistency.
want more
just like
Mexican
this.
food
Next
in
up, beat up
Moscow.
some eggs and add them
Or
to the
in
batter.
Bulgaria.
Now you want to add the vegetables. First, some chopped up cabbage, followed by tempura flakes, some octopus as meat,
It
and to
is
finish
not
it off,
enough.
some scallions. Mix everything well and combine these ingredients together. So after adding a good amount of oil to the pan, immediately add in the batter mix. Make sure to be generous with it. And please notice one important thing. It is under very low heat. To start cooking it evenly, go ahead and cover it up. And after about 10 minutes, remove the lid and add in some bacon. Once you notice that it's lightly golden brown, with one motion, go ahead and flip the whole thing. Take a look at the color. That's what you're looking for. Once the second side is also cooked up, you want to go ahead and set it on a plate.
This is
and
like
add some
a fried
okonomi
egg.
sauce. By the way, you can find this sauce in any Asian supermarket. If not, you could always get it online. Because to finish this up, you want to go ahead and add a generous amount of Kewpie mayo. Make sure to make a nice, beautiful design. As in the end, throw in some bonito flakes, followed by scallions and some hot pepper. Okonomiyaki.
And how to eat it?
looks phenomenal, but does it taste as good as it looks?
And there we have the 1920s. What do you guys think, huh?
That looks a lot better than the last thing we ate.
Way better.
Dig in, please, dig in.
That's a big upgrade.
I know.
10
Enough
years
talking.
upgrade.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Huh?
This is the
Is there octopus in there?
Yeah.
I love this type of cuisine. I love this pancake. It's just got so much going on. The sauce, the octopus, the seafood flavor. You have a bunch of vegetables in there that are very filling, taste great. Everything is amazing about it.
Apparently, you really like that, Sebastian.
I have nothing to say. It's just great.
So you guys approve?
100%. The seafood and the sauces together, it's
Everybody
This is
loves
amazing. I
Japan
don't know.
food.
I am very
But
happy
not,
that you guys
uh,
enjoyed this one right here because the next
traditional
decade is going to
Chinese
be
food.
completely different.
In 1930s, Twinkies were created and sold all over the US. And the very first Snicker
This is a step back.
bar was manufactured in Chicago. Both were sold
Yes,
for 5
but
cents.
'cause it's
Times were hard. It
manufactured.
was the Great Depression. Since meat was expensive, mushroom was a good replacement. For this creative finger food, you want to start by preparing the mushrooms. In a skillet, add in some oil followed by onions and garlic. Saute that for a little bit, and as soon as you started getting some color, add in the mushrooms. The key here is to cook them until they are nicely golden brown. In the end, take a look. The next thing you gotta use is this, the good old sandwich bread. But you gotta be a little creative. So you want to chop up the
It's
ends,
always
then
about
cut them in tri-
Big Depression, but other world have no problems with economic in this period.
Angles. But this has two variations. The first was for the less fortunate. You want to go ahead and
Не
toast the
факт,
bread,
манго.
add
Может, я
that to a plate,
навсегда
and
останусь
add
на
a good amount of
английском.
the mushrooms you just cooked. To finish it off, just add some parsley,
Просто
followed by
начну
salt.
более
Now,
агрессивно
this is the
продвигать стрим на
inexpensive
других
version. For
площадках.
the wealthy, they were able to add something extra. Chicken liver. This was quite popular back then. To cook it, it's super simple. A little bit of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper. Quickly saute into the pan. Once you got a nice good color, let it rest for about 2 minutes, slice that up, and start building your finger
wait.
food. The same exact way we did previously. But to top it off, you add 1 slice of chicken liver on top. Because in the end, you are left with this. You tell me, which one would you rather have? The one without the chicken liver or the one with it?
And
You
here we
will
have
learn
the
it.
1930s, which was the time of depression. Now, if you didn't have enough
Just learn
money,
English, bro.
what are you doing?
What the
Trying to wake up
problem?
from this nightmare and go back to
If
the
you
last
didn't
one.
have enough money, you would eat this one here. But if you
You can become his next wife. Go and live with him with same apartment. Because now he's lonely. This is your chance to go.
you are upper class and you had a little bit more money to spare, you would eat this one here.
Fancy.
I want you guys to choose your own. So go ahead and, oh damn, Leo, that was quick.
I'll go for the fancy one.
Okay, the fancy version. Very good. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. No, this is phenomenal.
I'm telling you. What do you think? You're the fancy guy.
This shit
taste
can
the
be
liver.
better than Chinese
You
food.
can't taste the liver. What do you mean? Not at all.
There's so much mushroom that it's overpowering the liver because it's much.
It almost tastes like there's meat on top of the cracker because of that mushroom density. Forget the liver. I don't need the liver.
Try
But
the
that
liver
is
by
the-
itself.
No,
we want to know.
no, I'm okay.
Little piece. Little piece. Try to be rich at once.
I need to buy
You know,
champignons
it's
for
actually
me.
not that bad.
I'm
Yes.
telling you, it's not bad at all.
Go
There
and
you
live
go,
with
everybody.
him
Goes to show you try
as
something
his
new. You
couple.
never know how it's gonna taste. But now, let's jump on to the next one.
In the 40s, surprisingly, pizza was not as
I
popular
think
as
you
it is
will fall in
nowadays.
love.
Pizzerias in Brooklyn, New York were not going to let any dough go to waste. So this magical thing was created, garlic
Pizza
knots.
absolutely
Another fantastic
dominating,
invention was
market.
nachos. It was originally created because the owner of a restaurant
I
couldn't
want
find a
nachos
cook.
too.
So he quickly went back in the kitchen, found some tortilla, cut that up, and fried them. Once that was done, he added shredded cheese, heated that in the oven real quick, but he was not satisfied
So
yet.
easy,
He
just
threw
a
in some
fried
sauce,
tortilla.
which he quickly put it together using a simple hand blender, added some sliced jalapenos, and served it to the guests. Now this was the original's
Whoa.
nachos. Now you tell me, what would you think if you get nachos like this nowadays? It's not the most appetizing,
I
and
want
it doesn't
this.
come even close to what we have nowadays. First, you gotta get a mountain of chips. Then you wanna add a generous amount of cheese. Then you can't forget about the beans, pico de gallo, guacamole, pickled jalapenos, and in the end, you are left with this monstrosity.
And here we have the 1940s. What do you guys think, huh?
I think
You
one looks a
already
lot better than the
degraded.
other.
Well, here's the deal, okay? This is where we started, and here's what we have today. And I'm very curious to find out which one you guys are gonna go for.
Such a downgrade, such a downgrade. It was just nachos with delicious sauce, and now this is nachos with onions.
You don't mind. It's close to me, so I'll go for this one. You know.
You guys
This is
go for the
guacamole.
monster version. I'll take
On
the
the top
original
of
version.
nachos.
The ones that were made during your time.
Fine, Leo. Fine. This one is just a little bit sad.
Are you going to lol with me and Hogfather today? In 20 minutes?
Everybody. Sebastian's gonna double dip. I don't mind. I don't blame you. Enough talking. Here goes the nachos, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
I mean, this one is just whatever. How is this one? I cannot wait to
The
find out.
block is amazing. It's so good.
The cheese, the tomatoes, the onions. I even had some tomatoes fall on my shirt, bro. If you're eating nachos and you don't get dirty, you're not eating nachos right.
In the 1950s, pigs in a blanket became more popular than ever. And another finger food that came to life was French dip. It's an American classic. And in Canada, its national dish finally came to life. Poutine. In its
How
original
to
form,
eat
poutine
this with bare hands? I hate when sauce already mixed with the dish. I want sauce and potato separated, not together, not mixed.
is quite simple to make, because trust me, there are several different other variations out there. But let's start with the original. First, you want to make some French fries. You want to go ahead and fry them twice.
It will
First
be
on a low
fish and
temperature
chips?
oil at about 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Once they're fully cooked, you want
Like
to remove
on
from the oil and
English
let them
lessons
cool
in
down,
school?
Because now we're going in for the crisp. Set the oil
Excuse
at
me, sir.
375 degrees Fahrenheit. Throw them in
Would
there
I
and cook
buy
them up
some
until they're nice and
portion
crisp.
of
In the end, you should be
fish
left
and
with this. Take a look. Now to finish up this dish, you gotta add two other elements. The first one is cheese curd. It's similar to fresh mozzarella but slightly different. But if you can't find it, you can definitely use fresh mozzarella, as the next most important thing is the gravy. Add in some oil to a pan, then throw in onion, carrots, and garlic. Cook that up for a little bit. Once you start getting a nice beautiful color, go ahead and add a good quality chicken broth.
When
and
you
bring
cook
everything to a
something
simmer. After about 10
alone
minutes simmering
or
down, you
for
wanna go
small
ahead and strain
family?
the whole thing, as in the end
This
you should be
is
with a
too
nice flavorful
much
broth. Now to thicken this up, add a good amount of butter to a
waste
pan. Once it's
of
fully
food.
melted, go ahead and add some flour and make sure to cook the flour up. Once it starts smelling like pie,
I think nobody should cook his dinner or meal at home. It must be in a public place. It will be better. Apartments without kitchen. And all food only in public places.
dough. Add that beautiful broth you just made. Whisk it until everything combines together, as in the end, you want to add some Worcestershire sauce, mix that up really good, and you are left with this. Now all there's left to do is to add that to the fries and the cheese curd, and there you have it, Canada's national dish.
Poutine, straight up from the 1950s.
Poutine?
Yes. Where you're from, Canada, what do you think?
Poutine?
My heart's starting to race a little bit.
What do you mean, Leo?
I was born in Canada, but I've never in my life tried poutine.
What? So I'm gonna take your virginity today from poutine?
I don't-
Yeah! Let's go!
He was
You had
born
it
in
before?
Canada,
Actually,
but he looks
Two
like
poutine
a
versions.
dread.
Let's go!
Twitch
Stop saying
streamer,
that.
Dread
What do you
TV.
mean? I cannot wait to find out how you guys think about this. Enough talking, let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. That's good.
What I'm shocked about is like the gravy with fries.
Yeah, I know,
To me,
right?
it doesn't make sense.
The combination of French fries and gravy is so strange, but it works so beautifully. Plus, you have that cheese curd that's nice and gooey and stringy, also freaking delicious. And to boot, it's from my country.
Give it a try, you're not gonna regret it.
In the 60s, this not so popular finger food was created. It is fried pickles. Most people are not a fan, but when this
Fried
one came out in the
pickles?
60s,
What?
it was an instant hit. Tostitos,
I saw this
maybe
is
one of the most
ostrich.
well-known finger food in the US.
Or
You
some
just gotta
kind of
stick it in the
mollusk.
microwave, heat it up for a little bit, and in the end, you're left with this. Basically, heat up dough with pizza sauce in the middle and a tiny bit of mozzarella. It's as simple as that. I'm gonna give my best shot on my version of it. So first, into a bowl, I combine some pepperoni, mozzarella, and pizza sauce. Mix everything well, and that's
Where
your
is,
mix. It doesn't
pickles?
get any easier than that. Now for the dough, there are so many different options. You can use pre-made
Right.
dough from the supermarket, but I decided to give something else a try, which will be this, wonton wrappers. I think they're gonna give an incredible crunch. And to put it together, it's quite simple. Give it a nice egg wash, add the topping right in the middle, close it up nice and tight, and fry everything up at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it's nice golden brown, remove it from the oil.
And where
then
is
fry it
fried
up. I'll
cucumbers?
tell you one thing. These don't look like no Tostitos, but I have a feeling they're actually
Ah,
gonna
it's
be a
not.
lot
It's not literal meaning. Okay.
better. I'm a little bit skeptical, but we're gonna give it a go and see how you actually taste.
And here we have the 1960s. Totinos, everybody.
Nah.
What do you mean, nah?
My childhood was based off Totino's. That's not a pizza roll. Why is that bubbly?
Why are you laughing, Sebastian?
I'm sorry. What is that, Google? That's not Totino.
I agree, everybody. This one gave me a real hard time. It does not look right. It doesn't feel right. Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
It looked like a sugar.
That's good.
Feel better now, Sebastian. You're gonna have your eyes closed, coming back to memory.
Tastes like a pizza. Tastes like a pizza.
That tastes better than a pizza roll that I had. The pizza rolls that I grew up on, that tastes a lot
Back
better.
in the 60s, right?
Okay. Yeah, this guy's a little bit shy, bro.
I'll tell you one thing, everybody. Obviously, I didn't get this one right, and I agree with you guys. It looks slightly different. You guys saw the original product, but I'll tell you one thing. The next decade, I am an expert at it, and I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be perfect.
The American corn dog. It was invented
Hello.
in the 1930s, and most
didn't
people
buy
are
it
very
yet.
familiar with it. But in the late 70s, Korean corn dog was created and became a sensation. Surprisingly, to make it, it is not that difficult. The first thing you
I
gotta do
hate
is
corn
to make
dogs.
dough. So into a
I
bowl,
don't
threw in some brown
understand it
flour,
all.
followed by sugar and a
Better
good amount
to
of salt.
eat,
Whisked that up
normal
real
hot
good,
dog
My dry mix was ready.
than
For the
this
yeast, you
is
just want to combine that with
corn
some room
dog
temperature
piece of
water.
shit.
Mix everything well so that you can activate the instant yeast. Then combine
Especially
the whole thing
hot
with the dry
dog
mix. You just
with
want to whisk
fast
it up real
pasta.
good in a bowl until you have no more dry
Like with
mix.
Rolton.
Then you can immediately put it on a tray just like
The
this.
Chirac.
As the next thing to do is to let the whole thing rise. You can stretch out the edges, but really that's not even necessary. As the important thing is to cover it up after about 2 hours. Take a look. The dough has risen nicely and it is ready to become Korean corn dog. Now there are several different types of variation. You can just use the hot dog by itself or mozzarella cheese. And the most important thing I highly recommend is using a chopstick. So first I gave it a try to just a regular hot dog, then of course only cheese, but probably my favorite one is the best of both worlds. Now the technique of putting the dough on the dog is quite simple. You just gotta touch it and roll like this. It's that simple. Once that's done, you want to immediately go in some panko. Make sure to repeat the process with all different variations, as now once you have everything ready, all you have to do is to fry them up. The important thing here is to make sure you cook the dough. So I like to fry them at 335 degrees Fahrenheit. Once you've got a nice
You fried your chopstick? Really? And you will eat fried chopsticks?
golden brown color on one side, flip to the next. Keep doing so until they are fully golden brown. As once it's done, take a look. This is what you should be left with. In Korea, a lot of people like to put powdered sugar right on top. And the most common condiment is ketchup and mustard. Because in the end, take a look. Korean corn dog. It is very different than what we have here in the US. And at least to
Korean
me,
corn
a
dog.
lot better. But let's find out how it actually stacks up.
And there we have the 1970s.
Too much
What do
oil
you guys
for
think,
me.
gentlemen?
That is probably the most appealing one we have yet compared to all the other ones.
Yeah, I agree. It looks so good.
And I
everybody.
don't like fried
Again,
food
I'll take
in
the
oil.
smaller one.
Oh, you guys leave me the big one?
I know you like
Okay.
the big dog.
Friture it.
One bite. One bite.
One bite. Enough talking. Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I got the cheese.
I got all cheese.
I got the hot dog.
You got all cheese? Let's check the bottom.
Okay.
You got the hot dog on the bottom.
I just got all dog. This is so good. It's so crispy on the exterior, yet the inside is nice and fluffy.
Highly recommend you guys giving this a try. You won't regret it, but the next decade might be very familiar to all of you.
In the 1980s, Cool Ranch chips took the snack world by storm. And also,
also
Outback
Doritos.
Steakhouse opened
Where-
its
where is
doors.
hot
They served
dogs?
steaks with side dishes and appetizers. And the most iconic one of them all was blooming onion. This might be the most popular appetizer in Outback.
What the fuck is
And the
this?
best part is that you can make this at home. Let me show you. The first
What
thing you
is
need
this?
an onion. Cut out the top first, then lay it down on the cutting board, and from the top down,
Disgusting.
just cut it as thin or
Absolutely
as thick as you
disgusting.
like. Because once you flip the upside again, take a look. The iconic blooming onion shape. Now into a bowl, combine some
Ultimately
milk, followed by
disgusting.
eggs. Whisk that up real good and set aside. Now for the flour,
What
we
about
just gotta
sushi
season it. I started with
and
all-purpose
rolls?
flour, followed by MSG, salt, garlic powder, and of course
your
black
ass.
pepper. Whisk that up until everything is fully combined. As first, you want to coat the onion with a good amount of that dry mix. Once that's done, go right into the wet mix. Go back to the dry one and make sure that every single one of them is fully coated. In the end, you should be left with something like this. To fry it, you want to do it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once everything
will
is
be
nicely
better
golden
with
brown, your blooming
pineapple.
onion is ready. All there's
But
left to
not
do is
onion.
just serve it in a plate, and don't forget a nice spicy mayo. Now the question is, this was so delicious that I couldn't help myself from eating it. I'm just wondering if my guys will actually notice.
And there we have the 1980s blooming onion. What do you guys think? Why are you laughing?
What's going on here?
You guys gotta remember, I gotta get the shot for the video. Are you guys making fun of me already?
You said this is supposed to be a blooming onion?
Yes.
No, this looks like you already gave it to a table, they ate it, and then this is their leftovers.
Pretty much what happened. But they are watching it beautifully on the camera.
I wish I was eating
How
it
much of
beautifully
it
on
you
the camera right now.
already-
Missing a few pieces because not only I had to show it to the camera, some others just went to the belly, everybody. I'm not gonna lie.
Like a few pieces? I got 10% of a blooming onion here. Damn.
Well, it's good finger food. I can tell you that right now. Give me your honest opinion on this one, yeah?
Okay.
Enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Enough talking.
I mean, I know what it tastes like because I ate half of the thing already. It's amazing.
Why fat people have a very how to say, slim voice, upper voice, low voice? How to say? Up voice. Height voice. They always have height voice or bass. There is no fat people in the middle of voice section. It always should be something like this or like this.
Amazing, everybody.
It's very good.
It's actually not bad. It's good.
I'm
And
glad you guys
he's
like
on
this one
height
here
side.
because the next one is all from a movie. And I think you guys are going to really enjoy it.
In the 90s, KFC
Popcorn?
came out with the popcorn
All from a
nuggets. It
movie?
is still iconic today. One other iconic thing that happened during this decade was the movie Forrest Gump. So many taglines are still being said today.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yep, Forrest Gump was so popular that they opened up bubblegum shrimp. And one of the most iconic appetizers is
fuck?
this, the Hush Puppies. And if you've never had it, oh man, you are missing out.
Bubblegum
big time.
shrimp?
To make it, it's super
What?
simple. Into a bowl, you want to combine all-purpose flour, followed by cornmeal, fully cooked shrimp, any type of
I never see any kind of this food except corn dogs. In Moscow and Bulgaria, there is no this type of food.
white fish, followed by green onions and milk. And of course, you can't forget about the good old Old Bay seasoning, a generous amount. Now you want to mix that up until everything becomes a dough. Just make sure not to add too much milk. You can always add more till you get the consistency like this. Once that's done, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and make some balls. Make sure not to make them too large. If not, the middle will not be fully cooked. Once you have them all ready, fry them up at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You're looking for a nice golden brown color, but most importantly, make sure that the middle is fully
Fried
cooked. As
in
the end,
oil
they should
again.
be nice and golden brown just like this. Now you can't just eat hush puppies by itself. You definitely need a sauce. Into a bowl,
We must find the solution to fry something in oil without oil.
in some mayo, followed by lemon juice and lime zest. Then add some cilantro, some black pepper, and of course some hot sauce. Now mix everything well and your dipping sauce is done. The only thing left to do is to go ahead and plate it up. Now this is Hush Puppies. It is still being served today
Hush
in every
Puppies.
Bubba Gun shrimp restaurant. And if you've never heard of Hush Puppies, you are not living.
And here we have the 1990s straight from Forrest Gump.
Run, Forrest, run.
What do you think, Leah?
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. But what the hell is that?
Yo, that was a perfect accent.
I practice my southern accent every once in a while.
Very good. So this is Bubba Gun Shrimp Hush Puppies, and it's extremely popular until today, and I would love to know you guys' opinion. So here's the deal. Grab a little bit of dumping sauce, go in, and just dink right in, and let's go for it. You don't have to be polite. Come on now.
I was gonna say, you sure you don't want to dunk your balls at the same time with me?
These guys are always dirty mind, everybody.
I don't know what you're talking about, Google. I'm talking about food over here.
You sure you're still Canadian?
I don't know what I am anymore.
Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
He look Turkish, not Canadian.
Yeah, boy.
That sauce is fantastic. The Hush Puppies are perfectly fried, crunchy on the outside, and that sauce is so flavorful. It's beautiful with this Hush Puppy.
I would say it's a very good Hush Puppy, but I just feel the calories. You know what I'm saying? It's just going down.
Doctor is not going to
All
approve
these
this one,
calories
everybody.
are
It's
from oil.
fantastic. Give it a try. You're not going to regret it.
In the 2000s, Burger King came out
Problem
with this,
is
chicken
only
fries.
in
It
oil.
was supposed to appeal to an adult
Chicken
audience
fries?
who were okay to spend a little bit more money. It didn't work, so they actually discontinued it. But later they introduced it once again and came out with different variations. One of
Yes,
them was
we have
this,
this shit
Cheetos chicken
in
fries. They are literally exactly
King.
what you think they are. You want to start by using some ground chicken, but make sure to season it properly. First, a good amount of salt, followed by garlic powder, MSG, and white pepper.
I
Mix
cooked
everything well
100
until it
years
becomes
of
a dough.
finger
Next,
foods. What the fuck? Why he takes only strange
top for the breading,
dishes?
literally Cheetos. You just want to break them up as much as you can until it becomes powder. As once that's done, make sure to oil up your hand real good. Grab a good amount of chicken.
From
make
a
sure to make
movie.
a nice long strip. Coat them in Cheetos. Once you got a generous amount, fry them up at 350 degrees Fahrenheit until they are nicely golden
Cheetos
brown.
and
Once that's done, you just want to plate them up. Make sure
chicken.
to be generous with it. As in the end, you are left with this Cheetos chicken fries. I don't know about you, but at least to me, they actually look very appetizing. But do they taste as good as they look? Well, let's find out.
I don't
Welcome
think so.
to the 2000s. What do you guys think, huh?
That looks good.
You look excited.
I think it's
because
too
fried
dry.
food.
We eat so much crazy stuff, man, especially on this list. We
I-
ate a bunch of weird
iconic,
stuff. That looks
uh,
normal. It looks delicious.
Dish
Are
of
they mozzarella
2000.
sticks or?
Damn, bro, you're calling me
can
out
be true.
mozzarella sticks like this? I kind of look like mozzarella sticks.
I think so.
No, it's not. It's actually from Burger
This
King.
is
What does it
like
look like that from
mozzarella
Burger
stick.
King?
It's got to be chicken fries.
Absolutely. Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Wow.
I don't know about you guys,
Wow.
but I'm just saying. Mine tastes better than Burger King.
Burger King could learn a thing or two from these fries, Google. They are so dense and packed with chicken inside, plus that crust on the exterior is perfectly fried. It's crumbly, it's crispy. This is fantastic.
Add some
What do you think
salad
about
to
jams?
it.
And
I've
that's
never,
everything.
from Burger King, I've never had chicken fries from Burger King.
And
so these
add
are
some
pretty
cheese
good.
to it.
Really? Isn't your first time?
100%.
This
And
is pretty
maybe it
good,
will be
everybody, and I
good
cannot
enough.
wait for you guys to see the next decade.
Now in today's decade, if you love fried chicken, this should be very familiar to you. Chicken and waffles. Originally created in the 1600s, it is a staple of soul food, but the fare took it to a whole nother level by creating this. Just look at it. You can't ignore it. It makes you want to buy it and eat it. Now what might actually shock you is how easy and simple it is to make it at home. First up, for the chicken, you definitely want to use chicken breast because we're going to fry them up real quick. Just chop them up in 1-inch cubes. Then into a bowl, you want to throw in some all-purpose flour,
Chicken
followed by
won
baking
in
powder,
these
salt, garlic
competitions.
powder, and black pepper. Mix that up and that's
Because
your
this
dry
is
mix. For the
main
wet mix, just combine some
ingredient
eggs and milk
of
together.
every
Whisk
food.
that up and now it's ready. Now throw all of the chicken into the wet mix, followed by the dry mix. Make sure to
It's-
get them all
it's easy
coated
to
nicely.
grow a
The more you
chicken
coat them, the
and
better.
eat
As now you
chicken.
want to fry it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once they got a nice
Because now we
beautiful
don't
color
have
just like
enough
this,
money
they are now
to
ready.
eat
Then you want to get yourself some
something
nice
different.
waffle cones. To finish them up, just add a generous amount of chicken into the waffles, and you want to make 2 sauces. The first one is a red spicy one. Into a bowl, combine some Japanese mayo, followed by sriracha and some lime juice. Now whisk that up real well and add some gochujang. Whisk that up a little bit more, and there you have it. It's as simple as that. For the white sauce, start with Japanese mayo, followed by garlic, salt, and black pepper. Mix that up, and your white sauce is ready. as the only thing left to do now is to add the beautiful
I
sauces
don't like
right on top of the
waffles
chicken and
with
the
meat.
waffles. And of course, to finish
I
it
bought
off,
this
add
in
some
Burgas
greens. Because I'll tell you one thing,
and
the
didn't
more you
enjoy
do
it.
this, the more fun it actually is. But does it taste as good as it looks?
And welcome to what we have nowadays.
Because it's
What do you guys
sweet
think?
with
That looks
salt,
amazing.
Huh?
It
Looks good.
but
so beautiful.
not like
Picasso himself made
chocolate
that,
and
bro.
caramel.
Well, thank you, sir. Well, I'm looking forward to see what you guys think. Grab in, dig in. Now, the question is, how will you tackle the situation? Are you gonna grab it like that, or you're just gonna bite it? You gonna go in?
I wouldn't be Leo if I didn't just dive into this thing.
I wanna know how it tastes. Give me your honest opinion. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
You don't need to say anything. Your beard says it all. Better, Leo? Feel better now?
Yeah, I feel a lot better now.
But you had a combination of the waffle too. What do you think? I wanna know what you guys
It's
think.
so surprising. The combination of the sweet and salty of the fried chicken, the waffle cone, it's fantastic. It's so amazing.
Can be
What do you think,
exciting.
Sebastian? I wanna know your opinion.
This
Just
is
can't.
good.
Damn, Sebastian.
It looks
can
good,
be
it tastes
fucking
good, but this has got to be the most unhealthy thing on this
No,
whole
we don't think
ride.
about that. Don't worry about that, Leo. And our winner today is
Chicken and waffles.
this one, everybody. You
How?
can't beat it. You will not
How's
go
this
wrong with it.
shit
Give it a
in here?
try. We absolutely love it, and it's fantastic. The sweet and the savoriness together is just
So
on a whole
why
other level. Just don't eat too
obesity
much,
is
though.
real
I hope you guys enjoyed
problem
this video. If you
in
did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to
America?
subscribe. Let us know in the comments down below what 100 years of next food you would like to see next, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Now go make yourself some. Make this one. You're gonna really enjoy it. Take care.
Okay, give me a minute and we will switch to LOL maybe.